Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Donnie, and for today we're going to do a showdown between ChatGPT and Copilot. So as of creating this video, ChatGPT 5 was released like a few days ago, and I want to see how it fares against Copilot. Okay, knowing that Copilot is something enhanced specifically for the Microsoft products. For this showdown, I'm going to use the Copilot app that you will find installed on your PC. This is not Copilot 365 or the Copilot that you add within Excel. We will do a separate video for that later. So to be honest, that's really quite a slow a chatbot there. But we're not going to use that. We're going to use something similar. Okay, something that we can really fare against the latest ChatGPT. And for this, I actually prepared some criteria for judging. Okay, so I'm going to assign a score depending on these three values. So first is the accuracy. So I want to check if the solution that it will suggest will work without errors. We're going to see how it explained. Okay, the steps, if it will. And next is we want to check the efficiency. Okay, so like does it suggest the most optimal method? Okay, not just accuracy, and at the same time the somehow the speed. But we have to realize that ChatGPT or GPT-5 is actually very fast. So maybe you've seen some videos about this, but this is what GPT-5 is really all about. It's really fast. So we won't really base our criteria on that, but it's more on how the formula being suggested, okay, is considered the most optimal based on the solution. So with this, and I also prepared some set of questions. So I have some questions about basic Excel formula, advanced, and then maybe some steps on the use of tools, and then analyzing a data that will upload and creating a VBA code, okay, for a certain problem that will ask both ChatGPT and Copilot. So with this, I guess time to start. So I'll make my video smaller. So I already placed here ChatGPT and Copilot side by side. So the first question that I'm going to ask is something super simple that any GPT, any chatbot should be able to answer, and that is if I have two values. Okay, A1 has first name and B1 has last name. How or what formula will I use? Will I use to create a full name, right? Sorry for that. I'm going to copy the same question here. I'm going to use the quick response because this one is based on GPT-4. Okay. Smart is using GPT-5, so maybe that's something that we can test later. But for now, I'll use the quick response um, version of Copilot and let's see if it's going to give us the same answer. So for this one, let's see. Okay, I'm going to send the question to both of them. And we see here that both of them gave us several options. So Copilot here gave us the ampersand method. It also gave us the concat and concatenate method, explaining okay about that. So looks correct the formula here. GPT-5 has an extra statement here about trim. Okay, and for this one under Copilot we have concatenate, we have the ampersand, and we have the text join. So both answers are technically correct, but one thing about Copilot is it did not give us the answer that is for concat. It only gave us concatenate. But on the other hand, ChatGPT 5 did not give the text join function. Well, come to think of it, both should be there. Text join and concat are both possible answers. GPT-5 gave us a suggestion, like it went the extra mile and went to trim the answer. So with this, I guess let's assign a score now. So for in the sense of accuracy, okay, let's say 5 being the highest. So I'll give 4 to ChatGPT because it did not give us a text join. And for Copilot, we'll also give it 4 because it did not give us concat. And then as in terms of explanation, they're actually quite the same. They're simple. Copilot here gave us some explanation about when to use each. Okay, just as short as well as this one. So it's the same for this. So I'll go for four for explanation for both Copilot and ChatGPT. In terms of efficiency, both are also correct. It gave us the straightforward answer without any unnecessary clutter. Okay, and I think they're tied at this stage, so that's good. Now let's ask for another problem. Okay, something more of the advanced. So let's say that, okay, how do I use the filter function in order to extract matches in a data? For example, I want to find all rows that contains the word pending under cell column, I mean column A. Okay, what formula am I going to use? So let's do both. All right. So let's see. We're to send Copilot and ChatGPT. So I press Copilot first, and both are done almost the same time. So let's see if she's going to see the answer, and that is this one is actually the best answer. So filter of the range of cells, and then given that under column A, it's pending. So this is the correct answer that we're looking for. Let's see if Copilot gave us the answer for that. So Copilot also somehow did the same thing. So it's A2 to D100. That's quite surreal that they gave us four columns, even if I did not mention any four columns. Okay, so A2 to A100 was pending, but it gave us another argument here, and that is what if there are no matches found? So I would guess Copilot is complete in terms of that answer. It somehow gave us also a partial search. Okay, this one here, if you want partial matches, something that ChatGPT did. Oh, also here. So there's also something similar. Okay, so that's the same. Copilot gave us what if it's dynamic criteria, something that is not found in Copilot. Okay, and that's it. On the other hand, ChatGPT also gave us a version with trim. Okay, so all in all, ChatGPT gave us four possible answers, while Copilot gave us three answers. I guess for this one, both are correct, of course, but I guess I like the answer of Copilot more because it has a better explanation. So it made us it gave all the reasons one by one here. Okay, because if you notice, it explained how the no matches found here, and here the no matches found was never explained. Okay, by ChatGPT, it just used it in one of its suggestions, but it never mentioned what was that for. So I guess in terms of explanation, Copilot won in this case. In terms of efficiency, they're again the same. Both of them are efficient answers, no hullabaloos or whatever. So let's give the score then. So for accuracy, I would say both are correct. So we give 5 for both of them. For explanation, I like Copilot's explanation because it did not miss explaining the no matches found, while something that ChatGPT missed. In terms of efficiency, both are the same answers in a sense. It's just not the same order, but still it's there. So for now, this is what our score look like. It seems Copilot is somehow have one win over there. So let's go to the next problem. We have your use of tools. So let's see. Okay, I have a data. Let's say I have a tracker, and I want to stop users from inputting wrong values in a certain column in Excel. What should I do? Okay, oops. Right, just hide this. Okay, so let's press. ChatGPT first this time, then Copilot next. I would say in terms of speed, oh yeah, we know Copilot was press second, but it's still quite was delayed there. Maybe because it seems that the answer is a little bit longer. Okay, so let's see. Of course, we're looking for data validation in this scenario, in this question. So for ChatGPT, it says you can lock down that column to only accept correct values by using data validation in Excel. So it gave us the steps like the column, go to data validation, set the rule list, and then it gave us an example of pending, completed, in progress, without us really giving that kind of scenario. We kept it vague. All right, explained four rules here, and then enter the allowed values or from choose the list and source box. Okay, and then an error message. This is the what if the user did not select the right answer. Okay. On the other hand, Copilot here, select the column, go to data validation, explain to us list, uh, giving us almost the same choices: pending, approved, rejected. This one is pending, completed, in progress, and then whole number, date, decimal. So it gave us sort of like four options. Same here, though this one is custom. And then click OK. So some enhancements would be error alert, which something that we also found here, an error alert. Okay. And then explanation. So almost tied here. So there's an explanation as to what if it's a dynamic list. Is it F1 to F3? Something that ChatGPT did not really said anything about. And that is because I did not really ask for it. Okay. So I never asked about what if it's dynamic. I just said prevent users from wrong values. But Copilot gave us an extra step here. Okay, so with this, I think this is an extra point for Copilot. Okay, because since we gave it a vague question, okay, at least it gave us more answers. So in terms of accuracy, both are correct. So ChatGPT gave us okay what the answer is for, but I guess look at the criteria again. Efficiency, I think, in a way, Copilot won in terms of efficiency there. So use of tools and explanation wise, they're both the same. But for Copilot, we'll give an extra point for giving us the dynamic range answer, something that ChatGPT did not really put an explanation on. All right. So that's our score so far. I don't have any effects. Maybe you've noticed in my previous videos, I'm not really the kind of creator who has time for putting effects. I hope you pardon how simple I'm doing this. Okay. Now, for the next question that we have, if we're going to upload data and we're going to see if it can perform, okay, the question. So I have here some data set. It has team name, some chat type, call type, employee name, date, CSAT score, transaction handled, and transaction price. So we're going to upload this file, okay, for both of them. So we're going to add photos and files in ChatGPT. Go to the folder where it is saved. Okay, it's the data. So I'll do the same here in Copilot. So we're going to upload and then upload the very same data. Okay, and let's ask the question. So let's say that okay, in this data set, okay, create a table okay, that will summarize the total calls handled and average CSAT score per employee. Okay, so same here. It seems my ChatGPT is still uploading the file while Copilot is already done. We have to realize that I started uploading in ChatGPT first before I did Copilot, but Copilot sort of like was done with the upload first. I'm not sure if there's an impact, but given we're using the same computer, so that means Copilot uploaded the data faster. So anyhow, let's submit this. Okay, let's see. So Copilot already has an answer, while ChatGPT is still analyzing because I think it's triggering uh, Okay, it's triggering the data analysis tool. So I created a table showing. You can now review it directly. So where is it? Okay. Um, Copilot here on the other hand, already done. Where is it? Let's ask some follow-up question. Show the table here in this chat screen. Okay, let's see if we can do that. Okay, there you go. It gave us the complete answer right away. Do you want me to also sort it? Okay, let's see. This one, show all the employee names. Oh, it interpreted me incorrectly. Okay, show the table with complete employee names. Okay, let's do the same question here. Okay, all right. So it seems we got the same number of names, but this one is total calls handled and average CSAT score. Exactly what I need. Total calls handled and average CSAT score. Now, we're seeing some difference here in terms of answer. So the average CSAT score is 1.6, while it's 87. Okay, let's see if it's the same one. It actually was like that. So average CSAT score. So let's see how the data looks like just to make sure, okay, that we got the correct answer. So looking at the data that we have, the CSAT score should be like a score that is like a higher number, while the calls handled should be okay. So I think it's not really entirely clear as to which is this is attractions, this is a type of call. So I guess in terms of calls handled, ChatGPT got it correct. I think, or I think, what is Copilot doing? Where's eight? Where did 88 come from? Maybe we can filter all the Anderson teaser in the data so we can have an idea where 88 came from. Hmm. By no means that I can find the reason. I see this 88, but this is CSAT score, not really total cost handled. So based on this, I think ChatGPT won, and I think Copilot failed miserably in this case. We encountered an error initially for ChatGPT, but once we got the question there, it actually gave us the correct answer. While ChatGPT is not really giving us the answer, explained things, how to do it, things like that. Okay, but what I like about Copilot is that it's presenting it, it's suggesting, okay, to use a pivot table. I think it's somewhere here. Okay, but here, of course, it did not do any pivot tables. Okay, okay, that's quite a tricky one. But I guess Copilot was like doing what it's supposed to do. It suggested pivot table, aligned itself with the Microsoft group. Okay, so accuracy for Copilot, that is a terrible answer. So I guess two. I mean, it managed to give us the correct columns. That's one point. It gave us the correct employee names. But all in all, the answers are correct. And I think that's what matters here. Something that ChatGPT did with flying colors. In terms of explanation, ChatGPT doesn't really have a lot of explanation over here. Okay. It didn't explain how it got the data, nor how the average was calculated, something that, in a way, Copilot actually went on doing. So there's an explanation on how to do it. Okay. All right. So this one is giving us the steps, but okay. So in terms of explanation, I think both of them are just the same. So I'll put four for both of them because this one, because it's not really pointing to Excel. That's why there's no any Microsoft explanation. Well, this one is giving us Excel explanation to do it. So I guess an extra point for that as well. Now, for in terms of efficiency, which is does it suggest the most optimal method? Well, Copilot did suggest the most optimal method to do it, while ChatGPT did not suggest. anything about using Excel because it's never in the question anyway. So I guess I'll give it a deduction, but not so much because it just went on to answer the question. It did not really that have an idea that I'm doing an Excel project. Okay, so let's do next is create a VBA code. So for this one, let's say that I want to create a VBA command that will highlight or not highlight. Let's say delete blank cells, okay, among cells that I will highlight. Okay, let's say not among cells, but will format cells as yellow fill color, and times New Roman that I will highlight as yellow fill color and times New Roman if the value is, let's say, let's go back to this data here, and let's say I'm going to refer to column E, okay, where the value is less than, let's say, 75. Okay, do we have any? Yeah, we have. Okay, all right. So this is sort of like additional formatting, but let's say we want it in code format. While those higher, equal or higher, they will be green fill color, and let's say area. Okay, so I'm going to do that under column E. Okay, once I have the code. So let's do this. Okay, so we got a code. Do they look the same? All right. Well, we got an explanation for a ChatGPT 5. It used comments one, two, it used comments all throughout, while Copilot used comments, but not as well explained as how ChatGPT did it. Okay, so the worksheet. Okay, there's a setting of worksheet here, something that is not really entirely needed. Okay, yeah, so they're almost the same. They use both RGB font. Okay, so let's see if both will work. So I'm going to go to developer, Visual Basic, and then right click, insert, and then module. Okay, so this is the one from ChatGPT. Okay, so my suggestion was to highlight all cells and then run the code. So I'm going to do it now. Okay, so I highlighted cells and run it. Okay, all right. Am I doing anything wrong? It's not running at all. So set workbook, set range for each cell in range. Okay. So range is okay. So because this one sort of like it was explicitly indicating B2 to B100. For this one, it's A2 to A100. So I guess it did. Both of them did not pick up. Okay, that it has to be selected cells, and I was not really specific about it. So I'm actually looking for a way that it's not going to matter which range. But anyway, let's correct it. Both of them are wrong anyway. So let's make it E2, and I'm not sure what the last value is, E188. Okay. So we'll also do this in the Copilot version. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's give this a try again. So that means I don't have to highlight anything. So run. There you go. So it ran really well. Okay. So the code is working. Okay, for the ChatGPT one times your Roman Arial. Okay, all correct. So let's try to run the one from Copilot. This is what I hate about Excel. It doesn't really have any button yet for highlighting entire column for a certain limit. So anyway, I will remove the fill again. Okay, there you go. So I'm now going to test the one from Copilot. I hope I already pressed it. Okay, it is. So I have to also change this to E2 to E1. What was it? Yes, this video is very raw. I mean, honestly, I don't have. I hope I have time to really edit it like how the others are doing it in YouTube. Maybe someday. So E2 to E11 and 88. Okay, so we're running the one from Copilot and let's run this. So run. Okay, same result. Oh, okay, we got something different here. So in the version of Copilot, it actually highlighted the cells if the cell is blank. If you remember, that's not how ChatGPT did that. So to show you again, copy this code, paste, changes to E2 to E188. Then I'm going to sort of like remove the color here. I cannot undo it because it used VBA. So I'm going to double check. Okay, so for this, ChatGPT only highlighted the cells, and that is because it used if cell value is less than 75. Okay, while on the other hand, less than 75 cell interior. Where's the extra yellow cell coming from? Cell interior color. They're both use else. Okay, because this one is target range. Okay, then range cells in target range, meaning this one. All right, but as you could see, the code here is quite different for Copilot, and that's something that I was not really. That's not my intention. So I'll do it again just to double check. Okay. All right. So yeah, Copilot. Yeah, Copilot is highlighting the blank cells as well. Okay. So let's assign a score. So accuracy, ChatGPT nailed it. Explanation, none of them really explain the code, but I like how there's a more explanation with ChatGPT. So for meaning I mean sorry, Copilot should be a lower score because the intention is wrong. And they did not really pick up my intention correctly in the code that it gave us. Explanation, I like the ChatGPT explanation more. It has more comments as you could see here, unlike in Copilot. In terms of efficiency, and that is, does it suggest the most optimal method? I think they both did the same. Okay, forget the score for Copilot. I think for that, the efficiency is, yeah, the same. Okay, and there you have it. So we now have the scores, okay, for both, and I hope you found that enlightening. So with this, let me add, okay, the scores. So we have here 24 for ChatGPT. We have 22 for A12, 22 for explanation efficiency. We have 15 plus 4, that would be 15 plus 4, 23. And the total, okay, let me pick up my calculator here. Yeah, after everything, I'm using the calculator. 24, 22, and 23. So the total for ChatGPT is 69 points. On the other hand, for Copilot, we have 20 points here. We have so 5, 10 plus 12. We have 22 points here. Let me know if we got the calculation correctly. I'm doing mental math now. We have 25 points here. So to make sure that we don't get it wrong, it's 20 plus 22 plus 25 for a total of 67 points. And there you go. So based on this test, it seems ChatGPT won with 69 points and Copilot with 67 points, not really far from each other, but ChatGPT somehow has more edge. I guess this is mainly because of the one time wherein Copilot was so wrong in analyzing the data. And maybe that's what the ChatGPT's advantage is. It's really more of analyzing data. while Copilot is more of it suggested the best way to do it in Excel. It's like telling you to use Excel because well, it's Copilot. It's supposed to be more on Microsoft bound, and that's it. So I hope you like this video. If you have any questions, feel free to use the comment section. If you have any comments about how I did this test, again, please feel free to use the comment section. I'm open to your suggestions and comments and reactions. But for now, I guess for this video, okay, that's it. Okay, I hope this somehow enlightened you on which one to use and how to use both tools, Copilot and GPT. Okay, but for now, that's it. If you like this video, feel free to like and subscribe. It really helps us create more videos for you. But for now, that's it, and I'll see you in the next video.